Here we have the all-new 2024 GMC Sierra 3500 HD. Now this one comes in the Denali Ultimate trim level, and this one is a dual rear wheel model. Summit White's the color. Alpine Umber is that standard Ultimate leather interior. The powertrain consists of a 6.6 liter turbocharged V8 engine, and that's mated to the 10-speed Allison automatic transmission. So as we come to the front end here, love the styling. The lights don't flash like that. That's just how my camera picks them up, but I love how they do that. But we do get LED headlamps, daytime running lights, and fog lights. And the Ultimate grille just looks so fantastic on this truck, especially in the dually setup. It just looks menacing. Absolutely love it. And it does help with these wheels here. And these are gonna be 18s. But we get the power running boards, passive keyless entry on the front two doors, and then power door lock controls, memory seat functions. We have express down for the back, one-touch automatic up and down windows for the front. We have our sliding and power folding trailering mirrors there, and those have blind spot monitors in them. Power door lock controls, or power window controls, excuse me. And then the wood grain's nice, and just all of that brown there looks fantastic. It feels fantastic. We get a standard Bose sound system, electronic parking brake, drive modes, headlamp controls, four-wheel drive controls. Hood releases there. And we do get a manual tilt and telescoping steering wheel. But here's our power driver's seat, and we do get that power lumbar with massage function. So that's always nice to have. And I about forgot, let's see these trailering figures here. So this one with the gooseneck will get 31,000 pounds towing, and then 20,000 on a conventional trailer. Max payload is 5135, so great numbers. But you can't really see the window sticker here, so I'm just gonna show the price. $103,310 is this one's sticker. So it's expensive, but it has quite a bit on it. Let's hop up in the rear seat here. So great space back here. We have the seat back pockets on both sides. We get 3-stage heated outboard seats, rear AC vents, a USB-C and a USB-A charge port. And then we do have the bottle holders in the middle seat here. And I love this headliner. The kind of Alcantara. Looks really good. Feels nice too. The nice heavy duty hooks here to hang uniforms, shirts, whatever. And DEF goes there, diesel goes there. As we come around to the back end, we do get the signature LED tail lamps. And that is just a nice look there, especially from the side where it has that wider rear end, excuse me. Just love looking at that. Let's go ahead and get this tailgate down. And then we can also fold this down. And then we have that kicker system installed, which is great. And then this one's pre-wired and ready to go for a gooseneck. Fold this back up. But I mean, a big truck, but even though it's 103 grand and some change, still you get so much for that. Now there's the front passenger seat. Again, that same power adjustability with the power massage function. Lockable glove compartment down here. And we do have a top cubby up here. It's got a nice carpeted inside. I like that. And then as we come back around to the front, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this Duramax diesel engine. And there she is. But now let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So there's the leather wrap steering wheel there. We can heat that. There's the horn. Now to the screen here, I love this updated screen. It looks fantastic. We have the Google Maps going here. You do need a subscription to get the full functionality of that, but when it's in use, it's very, very capable, very intuitive, and you can just search all your destinations there. Of course, you get your AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth with wireless CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. And then on top of that, Google News, Google Podcasts. So whether you want to use your phone for the maps or if you want to use the maps on the screen here, you have that adjustability there. To pair your phone, pretty easy to do. Hit add phone, it literally gives you instructions. So that's great. And I like having this side menu here. We have different choices on what we can pull up. So I'm going to pull up the trailering here. I'm just going to use the guest trailer so I don't have to make a name and all that, but test your lights, cameras, checklists. It's just a lot you can do here when you're pulling heavy loads. And then we do get dual zone automatic climate controls. So I'm going to turn that on just so you can see the screen here. And then you can use buttons and knobs down here below with your 3-stage heated cooled seats. And you also have that auto mode, which you can toggle there or down below. So whether you want to use a screen or want to use your buttons, you're good there. So vehicle settings in here, you can turn on teen driver, the rear seat reminder, or buckle to drive. And I'm just going to show you how you can change the language for those of you that like to go to Spanish or French. System here, language there, and that's how you can control that. Now let's look at these cameras. So backup cameras here, you get that bird's eye view to the left. Guidelines follow you. You have a forward camera as well. You have your bird's eye view, curbside, trailer hitch, and then my favorite, the bed view camera, which I've said this in pretty much every review that has these. I love being able to see what's in the back there, make sure nothing's blowing out the bed or about to tip over. But down here, you can toggle the exhaust brake, lane keep assist with lane departure, parking sensors. You can toggle down that tailgate, hazards, traction control. And then you have a USB-A, USB-C port there, bottle holders, trailer brake controller. You get a wireless charging pad there. And I'm glad that we have at least one 120 volt plug-in here to charge your laptop. And then the USB-C, USB-A input there. Now up here, rear camera mirror, we can toggle that on or off. And we do have a power sliding rear window as well as a power sunroof. So I'm gonna move the sunshade back. While that's sliding, I'm gonna show you this rear window. And then that is how far back the roof goes, which is great. And then as that closes, we can go ahead and close this up. But back around to the steering wheel, column shifter here, just pull down, reverse, neutral, drive. You have that limiter, and then you can toggle your gears there. And it'll show you over there where that truck is, which shows you your drive modes as well to show you what gear you're in there. Windshield wiper controls here, one time off, and then your intermittents, low, high, and you can toggle your auto high beams there, windshield wiper fluid there. I will say for this price point, I would have expected rain sense wipers, but there's probably a reason that that's not on here. We can toggle the high beams there, flash there. Behind the steering wheel on the left side, we can go through radio station favorites or track list. And behind on the right side, we can toggle volume up or down. And then cruise can be activated there. Of course, we have adaptive. We can adjust the gap for that as well as a forward collision alert there. And then voice recognition, mute button. And then we have a scroll bar and these arrows to go through all of our menu options here. So in the options menu, you can toggle your units, go from US to metric, info page options. You can turn that to what you want. So I want to turn the trip off, the timer off, fuel economy on. And then all of that info is displayed here. And then another cool thing is we do get that heads up display, which you don't see often in a truck like this, but it's nice to have that, and we can go through our info there. And then we can toggle the height and the brightness as well. Push button starts here. Finally, here's the key fob with remote start. And next we're gonna go ahead and take this 3500 dually with the Duramax out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this 3500 HD Denali Ultimate, of course the Duramax powertrain, well I should say the Duramax and Allison powertrain has a history of being popular among heavy duty truck owners for the power, just what you can do to them, and then just the reliability overall. I would say most importantly though, just what they can do while towing. Let's give it some throttle here. Now, very, very quick truck, just getting up to speed here on the interstate. Now, we do have a lane keeping system, which is great. The adaptive cruise control here. I wish we had Super Cruise. I don't know how good that would be on a truck this big, especially if you had a trailer or something like that, but it'd be neat to have, and we will probably see that in the next few years, I would expect. Probably before we see these things start to go hybrid or electric. But I mean, the ride quality is impressive in this truck. I think a lot of that has to do with just the luxury features you get here. I mean, I have a massage seat going on here, heated, cooled, a heated steering wheel. It just makes everything feel more comfortable than it would probably be in a work truck variant of a 3500 HD. Wind noise not bad, and again, the ride quality is good. Not really noticing the wheels, the tire sound, but I'm mostly just admiring the sound of the Duramax and the Allison transmission shifts. Now, if you're comparing this to an F350 Limited or the top of the line Ram 3500, I think you'll be pretty impressed, because GM came hard with this ultimate trim level, just allowing it to have massage seats, heated, cooled seats, as well as this sunroof and all of these safety features, including adaptive cruise control. Now, I do think with this six-figure sticker price, it's not going to be something that a lot of people end up getting, because a lot of people, I'd say most people, get these things because they need them to work. And this truck can work, obviously, with a 30,000 pound fifth wheel trailering capacity, but I do think this is going to be used mostly for people who have super expensive campers that they want to pull with something super expensive, or the manager at job sites, even the owner of a construction company. That's probably going to be the market share there. But I mean, still, as somebody who doesn't even really drive heavy duty trucks, this is impressive to me. From the interior to the visibility, the power you get. Of course, what's most important being the payload and the towing figures. But it's also for a dually, and I've driven older dualies. This newer generation of heavy duty trucks is just that much easier, I think, for the average person to drive. It's not necessarily a lot of work. It's not difficult to keep the truck in the lines. It's not as difficult to see out of. And you just get a lot more safety amenities that come standard, as well as just comfort amenities that come standard. And with this one being optioned out with pretty much everything on here standard, because it's a 106 or a 103 sticker truck, if somebody gave you one of these, you wouldn't be disappointed, trust me. So an impressive truck inside and out. This will bring me to the end of my review of this 2024 GMC Sierra 3500 HD Denali Ultimate.